Hello everybody, welcome back, Raincloud here. This video is going to be a bit on the boring end, as I'm just going to kind of sit here and yap to the camera for a few minutes and constantly look down at my computer and look at the notes that I made, so there's going to be a lot of this. Carry on! This video will cover some channel updates and stat information that I think is kind of fun, talk about my Discord, talk about some video projects, talk about the Patreon, and talk about another video project at the end of the video that could involve you. As for the channel updates, we are at 171 subscribers as of recording this. Cool. I have posted 109 videos, kind of a fun stat, and the channel has been viewed 24,624 times. Kind of a lot of time somebody's looked at my channel in all consideration. The channel's only been around, well, channel only has been around since 2019, but I haven't actually been doing heavy content work until the last 6 months or so. And honestly, most of these views came from some of the YouTube shorts that I did. There for a while, I was able to do 2 shorts a week, and those got some decent numbers. I think I got over 2,000 on a couple of those shorts, which definitely helped bump up that count number. As a lot of those views came from short videos, I don't know if they really should count towards the overall channel views, because a view from a short is not the same as a view from a regular long form video, but they both count the same in the YouTube scheme, basically. I could not find a number for the hours, the channel watch hours. That's like the lifetime number. I couldn't find that number, but I know the hourly watch number has gone up tremendously since I started doing my live stream. I will say my content in the last month or so has been fairly lax between the 2 jobs and the GCW prep work and some health and mental issues. I haven't got as much content work done as I really wanted to. However, I have been doing some live streams every week on Saturday. Every week on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time, I do a Empire at War live stream. Right now I'm playing through the Awakening of the Clone Wars mod pack, and pretty soon that's going to swap out for, I think, the Alliance at War mod pack. I have done some crossover stuff with Faceplant 104. Should have something in one of the corners here that links to him and his content. But I haven't done a ton just myself lately. Just have been so busy with work and GCW. It's been challenging as this is a one-man show. The type of content and projects I'm currently wanting to focus on, again, constantly I like to do airsoft reenacting. That's the bread and butter of what this whole channel was made for. I have countless hours of content from those events, from airsoft events and reenacting events. I have content from 2018 and 2019 that I've never finished and uploaded, which is really sad because there's some pretty cool moments back there that I've never had time to finish. My focus is always the more recent stuff because that's what people are going to want to see. It's what my friends are waiting for, those specific edits. But yeah, I haven't been keeping up with that at all. I also have many hours of gaming content that I have recorded. Downside with those, a lot of times I do terrible audio work where my audio outshines everybody else's, or everybody else's outshines mine, because I never balance it correctly. And I don't think I'm funny enough to do gaming content. If I play with the covert guys, that's different because they are legitimately funny. But most gaming content is at the very low end of my priority list. I do, however, know that a lot of people, I say a lot of people, a bigger percentage of the people that watch my content are interested in the BHN or Boxel HoloNet news series, and I will admit that I have been kind of struggling to create more of those. They're very intensive, very time consuming. I've kind of been struggling with that process on those videos. They're still there. The scripts are still there. I'm still working on them. I have not gotten very far with those lately. But they are on the list, and I know that those are being awaited. If you want to help encourage me and my failures of content creation, feel free to check out the Discord channel for Raincloud down there in the description below somewhere. There is a link to my Discord channel. It is not a fancy channel by any means. It's pretty much just a Discord server with some random topics in there. Most of the time, we don't really talk about much, kind of just Legos lately. I don't know why, but Legos were the recent topic. Now for the part of the video I've been kind of dreading. I want to preface this by saying I do not make YouTube content for profit. It's never been a for-profit thing for me. I have no delusions of being a $1 million YouTuber or anything like that. So I want to preface this segment by saying that, and by saying that I make content primarily for myself. The bread and butter of this channel is airsoft and reenacting, and those are events that I go to with my friends for a weekend, and I take a GoPro to record segments and then upload them so we have those as memories, as a showcase of what we do for fun, showcasing cool moments, and having those memories for years in the future to look back to. That's the primary purpose of why I made this channel. I say that because I have recently started a Patreon page, and I have been really struggling with the idea of the Patreon page because I don't really feel like the content that I make is worth people putting money into. I don't like putting content behind a paywall. It just kind of, it feels scummy to sit here and say, hey, you can give me money. It feels scummy to say that, right? But I have done it. I mean, I kind of followed Faceplant 104. He recently did a Patreon. And so I was like, I'm going to do it anyway because he did it. So I'm going to do it. Full disclosure, I did it because of you, Faceplant. I've been struggling with the idea of asking people to support me on Patreon. It's never going to be a thing where I'm going to sit there and go, subscribe, like, comment, and get me on, escort me on Patreon? Subscribe to me on Patreon, or whatever they say. I do have 4 tiers. You have $1 to $20. I believe it's 1, 5, 10, 20. The thing about my Patreon is I don't really have a lot of rewards tied to it. I just, like I said, I don't feel comfortable putting content behind a paywall. The only thing that I may do in the future, if there's a lot of Patreon support for some random reason, then I will probably do like a monthly behind the scenes video, but it will be the Patreon just get it earlier because I don't like the idea of making something and then only the Patreons getting to it. It feels wrong. I do have Discord server that can have a special Patreon side of that, and that doesn't bother me. Or like having Patreon names in content would be fun, using their names in BHN and such. But yeah, I have it. I do not expect anyone to support me. I'm not going to sit here and say that you have to support me and make my channel better because I'm going to keep doing content. Anything that I get on Patreon, it doesn't change what I do. It may increase the quality. It may increase the amount of time I'm able to put into it. In a perfect world, it'd be awesome if I have enough income through the content that I'm able to take a day or 2 off work and not work 6 days a week and spend 5 days working and 1 day working on content. That'd be pretty cool. I don't expect that ever to happen, but it'd be kind of cool. Or be able to hire an editor or something. Like, it'd be cool to do that. I don't expect it, and I feel wrong for asking for contributions, especially since I'm such a small YouTuber. It's 170 subs, like I know every single one of my subscribers almost. Like if they show up in a chat, I know who you are, which is fun. So I guess I'm gonna shut up now because I think I've made my point that I have it. Patreon's there, it's in the description. You can support me if you want. There's not a lot of rewards to do so. If you do, I will thank you endlessly. But that's that. So I'm going to just shut up and continue on to the next segment, which is much more interesting. Now, woohoo! For more news! Wowzers! Okay, that didn't quite work out. But now for the fun news. I have a big project coming up. Introducing Fate's Reckoning. The name may change. The name probably will change. I'm in the process of putting together a crew for a Star Wars themed fan film short film project. I think I said too many things in that, but you get the point. I'm putting together a crew. We're going to do a short film. It's going to be a Star Wars themed short film. It's actually technically going to be a GCW themed short film because it's going to tie in to the GCW universe and be basically a trailer for the next GCW mainline LARP event next year. I am in need of all kinds of assistance and personnel on this project. If you are interested in helping out, please message me in Discord. You can find my channel, you can find my name, message me directly, or message me in the channel, and we'll start talking. I have a separate channel specifically for my creation stuff. So like if you are actually going to do this, there's a separate section. We will all sit down and talk and do all that stuff there. I'm expecting to film in the first or second week of September. I haven't got a solid date yet as recording this video. We're still working on those details. We'll be recording in Northwest Missouri. If you're a ways out from there, you know, I don't expect people to make a big journey to come film. But for those that are more local to the area, we're going to be in Northwest Missouri. This film will focus on a group of rebels and Imperials on the moon Milestone 3. If you are a member of the GCW community, there are going to be spoilers in the script. So once you get into the process, you're going to have to be quiet about what you are doing because there are going to be spoilers for the next mainline series of events. So you have to promise to keep those things to yourself. I am in need of actors and staff. The last time I tried to do one of these projects, I pretty much only had actors, and I learned that I needed a couple other people behind the camera to help make things happen. If you're interested in participating as an actor or a production member or a mix of the two, please reach out to me. Unfortunately, this is a personal fan project, so there's no budget or anything into it. So we're all volunteers. There's no kickback or income. That's not going to make any money or anything like that. Just so everyone's aware, there's not a paid gig. I'm not making money. I'm losing money. Everyone's going to be losing money and time on this project. Just as a reminder, I am not a professional director. This is not a professional project. I am a self-taught person. I don't really have much of a portfolio, so this is not going to be a fancy setup. However, I have attempted some projects in the past. I've learned a lot from my failures. I've had a lot of failures. I appreciate the 4 people that arrived last time I tried to do one of this, which would be Recklin, Joe Wolf, Rev Mando, and Utini that showed up last year when I tried to do something very similar to this. This time, I'm coming in with a much more prepared mindset, and hopefully that turns out better. I already have a much better script than last time and more thought process on how to actually film a bigger project. So I'm looking forward to this. Some of this is going to depend on who's actually available because it's going to change what costumes are available. I have a limited supply of costumes myself. I don't really have a lot of details on the project as of right now. It's still a work in progress, getting the fine details of when we're filming. I'm pretty sure I know where we're filming. I just don't know when exactly we're filming yet and who all is going to be there. So if you are at all interested in this project and you think you're going to be available in Northwest Missouri in the first couple weeks of September, which it will be a weekend thing. We'll take 2 days, maybe 3 days to work on this. If you're interested, let me know, please. And then more information will become available in the near future, either on my Discord server, and I'll also be posting it in the GCW server as well. Thank you all for listening to my ramblings, and I will see you all in the next video. Toodles! What did I do with my arms? What was that? What kind of wave was that? I don't know what I was doing. I should have done some more like rotation because, you know, I could in this video. I'm not connected with my headphones. So I can just do this. Whee! Whoa, okay, not like that. That was not right. Woohoo! I think my eyes are still spinning.